The real question is this: is self-publishing profitable? People Google this, people ask me, this happens all the time because there's some type of myth in the world that books don't make money. And I had to make this video immediately when I came across a self-publisher that has done it, right? We're all making passive income in our accounts. If we're not, I'm glad that you're here. Today, I want to break down what I learned from this self-publisher that has made $1,540,000, 888 $3.79. You can tell that I don't say that number a lot. This is so cool when I came across this. So I'm going to break down the three things that really stood out to me as someone that is building this type of income stream. And I am nowhere near this, right? I am almost at maybe like 8% of this, and I've been going for 2 years. So drop your questions in the comments that you have about what it takes. And I'm going to share with you the three things that I've learned that obviously answers the question, is self-publishing profitable? We already know that, but let's talk about the big difference. Okay. So the first thing that stuck out to me when I came across this author is that they started in 2011. You can see that here with their milestone um, screenshot, right? Like they have not given up, you guys. 13 years. If you knew you could get $1.5 million in royalties, and $1,540,000, almost 2 million. He's on his way to 2 million. Would you keep publishing? It's a resounding yes, right? Like we would all do it, understanding that things don't happen overnight, but small action items can add up every single night. Okay. If you haven't started self publishing, this is your permission to do it. If you have, I just want to share this with you because it inspired me so much to see that this is where they're at in this amount of time, right? I think this is incredible. So, that is the first thing that stuck out to me is they didn't give up, they didn't stop. They're still going. Let's talk about the second thing. This author has all their books in one niche. They have leaned into making this niche work for them. And I can't really tell you how important it is that when you find something that's working, that you lean into that so hard and you shut down all the blinders around you. You put the blinders on that shut down all the shiny object niches around you. Okay. You can see here from this author, this $1 million self-publisher, this self-publisher that's a millionaire, right? If we want to like put it in a broad term, it's really powerful to lean into one niche, right? That's why in marketing we say riches in the niches, right? One of the reasons that we focus, if we can, on one niche is because it allows us to really serve the customer base and solve all of their problems inside of that niche. Every time that we do keyword research for a new keyword, we are not saving any time and we are not actually leveraging our existing knowledge for that niche. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but it's fun to bounce around. That's okay. If being fun, if it's more fun to bounce around than making $1 million in 13 years, like you go do you, okay? But I'm always researching successful things. I'm looking for the clues. And I was so inspired when the author shared their story that I went through and I researched them on Amazon and I picked up these clues because I know that if I implement more of what they're doing, I will also see success as long as I don't stop, right? And in a previous video, you guys saw that I'm trying to make it to 100 grand in profits in 1,000 days. I've got about 48 more days to do it. And so my next goal will be that 200,000, 300,000, and then I'll have goals like this to sell, to make $1 million in royalties on Amazon KDP. Okay. So think about this, that number one is like, you're not going to give up. And number two, you're really going to find a place where you can continually research in a niche and create books, right? So that's number two. Number three, everything that this author did was branded and very cohesive. And even though these are the three things of like, number one, don't stop. Number two, pick a niche and stay in that niche and keep publishing in that niche. And number three, branded. I want to go a little bit deeper into the branded because they're employing marketing foundations that are not taught on Amazon KDP. And as you guys know, I love marketing. That's what I do. And that's how when I decided to start self-publishing, I took my entire marketing tool set with me. And so it was so validating to research this self-publisher and learn these things to share with you. Okay, so let's dive into this just a little bit deeper very, very quickly. I want to try to keep this like as little fluff as possible. Okay, so their pen name is branded. What that means is they've picked an author name that they're comfortable using. They went and secured their domain name. They made sure it was available. They searched on Amazon to make sure no one else had that pen name. And then they created a Facebook group. And then in their pen name, in Author Central, in their bio, they put a link to their Facebook group. And they did not use a Facebook URL. They used their pennamebrand.com, right? They did pen name FB for Facebook.com. When you clicked on that link, it took you to their group, their Facebook group, and I joined it. And I would actually love to be able to spend more time with this author and interview them because I am so inspired that they didn't give up. They started in 2011 or 2011. I was in college at this time. Maybe you guys were tiny. I was playing soccer in college. The internet was like, it was barely, 2011. So like I see this, he's 2 years after Amazon started, right? Which is so, so cool. Okay. So that was the first thing that stuck out to me is he's leveraging the brand that he built to take people off Amazon that love his stuff. Okay. Now he's selling a lot on Amazon, and that's a really important factor that people don't think about. Amazon doesn't necessarily want you to take them off their site, but if you have a bio that's built nicely, you can very easily use it as a lead magnet, and that's what he's doing, okay? The second thing that he's done under his pen name brand is that he's published a series. And we know about a year and a half ago, Amazon took away series for low content books. To me, that just reminds me of like, let's create high quality books that are more than just journals and planners and notebooks that don't have repeated pages, and let's build a series, right? And so what happened when he built a series is he used keyword research, but building a series, he generated unique keywords. And that has been one of the most unique experiences that I can relate to is I've gotten keywords from Publisher Rocket, I've gotten keywords from BookBeam, I've gotten keywords from Helium 10, and I've gotten keywords from BookBolt. But my most successful keywords are things that I generated uniquely based off of my research. And now they are actually search keywords, and I don't pay any money for customers to type them in and buy my book. Okay. So really making something your own is super, super important in this process. But I just wanted to highlight this author because I was so impressed about how well they have thought about just branding their books, making everything very cohesive, right? Having a place for their people. And I think they just started a YouTube channel too for their pen name brand. So at some point you get going, you have this momentum, you have an opportunity to really serve people. And I just want you to take that seriously. For those of you that are starting to see success, is that you really have an opportunity to excel and make it profitable when you focus on that one niche, right? And if you're new and you're like, Jenny, I can't do one niche, that's right. You publish a lot until you find a niche. Okay. Tell me what questions you have about this, like about how does this inspire you? What does this make you feel? What does it make you think about? To me, I'm like so excited to see what my royalty account looks like in 13 years. I'm so excited. And I want to be able to share more of this when I meet someone like this. I was even thinking like Alex Hermosi did this very quickly. He did this very quickly. And so there's a lot of different ways we can talk about this. But I'm so honored that you're here learning about KDP and self-publishing because it is a time freedom generator if you learn it properly. Love you guys. Please subscribe so YouTube knows that I'm kind of cool in your eyes. And I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Peace out.